Hey everybody, it's Zahirah. Today I am going to be showing you all the tips and tricks and how to do face tape in drag, and also all of the relevant materials to be able to do so. And I will be sharing the secret of the tape. The tape that I use, the tape that a lot of the American drag queens use, and where to be able to get it in the UK, because these regular tapes, these gorilla tapes, be doing nothing. These type of tapes be sweating off of your face, they don't yank back, they don't snatch your face, they just rip off, they like just come off. They're so shiny you can see it through the wig. These, however, baby, I mean, look at the material. Look how snatched back I look. I feel snatched. I feel sickening. I feel fierce. Baby, I ain't gatekeeping this treasure right here. So watch the rest of the video and find out where to get this and how to snatch back your face for drag. So let's teach you how to face tape. I'm going to put on 2 wig caps. That's my first step. I always put on 2 wig caps, no matter what. You got to strut. So, next step, I've got 99% IPA and a cotton ball. And I'm going to cover my sideburns and my eyebrows while I'm at it. A bit here. Obviously, if y'all don't have hair in those areas, y'all don't need to do this. Covering your sideburns protects the area from the tape and the glue that we are going to put on. Also, for the wig, it means that none of your sideburns are showing when you put the wig on, depending on your head size as well. If you've got a big head, then sometimes the circumference of your hair doesn't accommodate for various wig sizes, so covering your sideburns do help with that. Once you've done that, I'm going to be using my Anastasia loose setting powder in translucent. Use any translucent powder that you like. And I'm just going to set the sideburns, brushing off the excess. Okay, now that we have our sideburns all covered, you want to get more IPA, and what you want to do is the area that you're going to place the glue, you want to clean up that area so that there's no dirt, oils, debris, moisturizer, skincare, makeup on said area, okay? You can do your eyes, you can tape your cheek back, you can do your neck. I'm literally just going to do my eyes, okay? Because I don't really do here. When I do tape, I very rarely tape, but when I do tape, I don't do my cheeks and I don't do my neck, so... But y'all can. And now on to the secret ingredient, what you all have been waiting for. I don't think many drag queens are aware of this in the UK. I know that in the US, a lot of people use this kind of vinyl PVC tape, and it's very hard to find in the UK. And I've known about this tape for years, I've just not given myself the opportunity to tell you guys. And I know a lot of drag queens do scour the internet for these things. I know a lot of people use Gorilla Tape and duct tape and clear tape, packing tape, and all of this. However, this is different. This is very, very different. The tape that I use is not Gorilla Tape. It ain't that clear packing tape or none of this. It's PVC tape. It's the stretchy kind. This is the roll. I have quite a few rolls because, you know, you just end up using these for a lot of different things. I've got them in different diameters. I've got a 2-inch diameter and I've got a 1-inch. They come in, I think, 5 or 6 different sizes, which is great. Comparatively to normal tape, this is like a normal clear tape, okay? Cutting a strip off like this does not stretch, it is shiny. So when you put it on your head, through your lace, sometimes you can see the tape underneath it. It's the same as like in Gorilla Tape, They're shiny, they don't stretch, and they just honestly don't have that much hold. I find that this rips very easily as well, and then applying it onto the skin, it just doesn't have hold. It just doesn't. Comparatively, if I start peeling this off, you can already see the stretch as I peel this tape from the roll. It stretches this way, and it even stretches this way. Literally kind of like four-way stretch fabric. And you can see it's a lot more matte. Comparatively to the clear tape that a lot of people use, you see how shiny this one is? Compared to this one, it has less shine, it's got more of a demi-matte finish. So when it's on your face, it's a lot easier to disguise rather than something so shiny. Now, that's been the comparison. Now you need to know, you want to know where to get this from. So the brand that I use is Lamarck. This is a dance floor PVC tape. It's like a vinyl PVC material. Super stretchy. You can also use the Stage Depot PVC dance floor tape, and you can get them from a few different places, such as theatresuppliesgroup.com or stagedepot.co.uk. The shipping is very low. You don't have to pay for customs. You don't have to pay for international shipping or anything like that. The ones that I get are the 25mm ones for the shorter ones and the 50mm ones, but they're super cheap, all the way from £1.92, and the most expensive that I've ever paid for is £5.50. This is great. This is great for tucking. It's great for taping up your face. And it's got a lot more of a durable hold than your normal tapes that you would get. Let's do a little demo. So I will leave a link down below, and it's about £3 to £5, £6 a roll, depending on which size you end up getting. 3 to 5 days. Shipping in the UK, you can get express delivery for 1 and 2 days. Babe, stock up on your tapes, because people in the UK, y'all need to know. There's a reason also why I do 2 different sizes, okay? So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm wrapping the wig cap all around my head and crossing it over to the back of my head. What does this do? It does tighten up the face. You're not yanking your face back. However, this is a great way, especially if you're a dancing queen, to secure your wig. You can pin your wig onto the tape, okay? Sickening. That was the use of the 2-inch diameter tape. Moving on to the 1-inch. This is like a regular, like, sellotape size. Don't ever use sellotape. It's not going to do anything for your face at all. But this is the tape that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to pre-cut about 10 to 12-inch pieces of tape. Do you know what's great about these is they don't rip? Do you know when you're, like, trying to take out a piece from sellotape or Gorilla Tape, it rips. It rips. This doesn't. Because of the stretch, it just cuts and stretches and rolls out so super easy. I'm going to be using MASTIX P. This usually comes in a clear bottle orange or kind of yellow, because I use it for wigs as well, so sometimes the foundation kind of gets in there. But MASTIX P is great because it dries quickly, and it's more sweat resistant than normal spirit gum. So try to get MASTIX P. I'll also leave a link for it down below. So I am just applying this a little bit above the eyebrow where I've covered my eyebrow, and I'm just doing thin layers of that. I get my powder puff that I use specifically for my spirit gum to be tacky, and once that starts pulling, I put on my tapes. So I'm just going to be putting on the tape where I've applied the MASTIX P. What I like to do next is I like to warm up the area with my powder puff and just really push and get it in there. Do you know what I mean? What now you can do is do your base, do your eyes, yank it back as you do that. Which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some of my face and I'll show you the yank test in a little bit. So for now, I'm just going to lay these pieces of tape back without actually taping it down. See you in a bit! I've done a little bit of my eye makeup now, so I'm gonna give it a yank before I do the rest of my face to show you guys. I'm gonna do one side so that you can really see the difference of a yank. Okay. You see that? You could really yank your shit back. So you can see how much like higher the eyebrow is. The wing shape is way droopier and it's a lot higher on this side. It's just tightened up the eyes. It's, you know, really accentuated my Asian features. Y'all swear y'all want to be Asian these days. That's both sides pulled back. You just wanna really press that down. You cross over the tapes at the back. So just look like this. That's what it looks like from the back. And that is it. You can do the rest of your makeup and I'm gonna show you guys the end result. So guys, this is my makeup done with my face snatched. I don't know, you guys. I think it looks fantastic. Now you know the secrets of the face tapes, where to specifically get them in the UK. You know, all the UK drag queens, get onto this. Get onto this. If you want that snatched, yanked back, if you want to look like how my bullies in high school used to, you know, grab their two hands and squint their eyes at me, then you can look like me too, with my snatch back, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Partly. Yeah, if you want that taped back, snatched back look, then now you know how to do it. Now you know where to get the resources and the materials to be able to do so. Yes, I'm not wearing nails, but I hope that you learned something new. Please go and like and comment and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so, so much. And buy tickets for my tour, which starts on the 16th of July with Gordland, Mariah and Sminty Drop here in the UK. We're kicking the tour off here in the UK, so I hope to see y'all there. Go get your tickets at dfievents.com and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!